Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to Minecraft the 1.17 update. We are going to be continuing to work on the Guardian farm, and this time digging out the rest of the temple and draining the underside of it. Maybe even getting to work on some of the more interesting parts of Guardian farm, like setting up the part that will transport the Guardians around the edge to collect them where we need them to be, in order to kill them all spectacularly with a flaming sword and get lots of experience and junk that will eventually go into our sorting systems. I want to be careful as I go along here to replace the side blocks with glass as we go. Places where the wall will be. Because I want light to be able to get down through the glass wall, which means we're going to want an uninterrupted layer of glass, which is probably going to mean going and getting some more glass, because we probably don't have enough. But we'll use what we have to begin with as we work our way down. Because if I get all the way to the bottom, and then I try and put the glass in, it's going to be a little bit more of a pain, because we're going to need to use scaffolding at that point. Would be nice if we had enough. And then I need to consider what to do for fuel if we do have to smelt more. Because up till now, we've used our entire supply of coal to smelt these things. And now we either need to get more coal or get lava, and I'm already out of glass here. That's okay. We should have more glass available back at, like, the work camp, like the place we've set up to hold all our temporary stuff. So I'll just dig out as much as I have room for in the inventory, and then when we go back we can pick up the rest of our glass. I also need to figure out how much of this platform we want to dig away, because I kind of want to leave the nether portal here. So we might dig this portion, everything beyond what I just dug. We'll get all of this out of the way for now, but leave the portal platform intact. And then we'll only get rid of that at the very end, when we've moved the portal. Because there isn't really a reason why we'd have to get rid of it first. We can afford to go ahead and wait. And that makes the most sense, so that we don't break things before we have a place to put them. Because we are probably going to have to duck through that portal back and forth a few times before we're actually ready to move it. We could probably just suspend the portal on its own and just leave the walkway up to it if we really wanted to. But why not leave a little bit of a platform? It is really nice digging this out with all of the water gone. It's going much smoother than last time. Although, the noise of the Guardians continuously flopping about is a little bit more irritating than I would have anticipated. How do you even get in there? Because we should be sealed up now, pretty much. I guess there might be a hole into the interior part of the temple that he could have fallen into, and then he could have flopped his way over here. Let's see, I don't want to be digging out this deep. Oh, there you are. You can just go ahead and take care of him now. How do I get back up? Well, we are at a point where we could just start digging through walls. Oh, here we go. Well, if we're back at base camp anyway, let's go ahead and deposit everything. Guardian head. Ooh. That looks silly. Although, it could be useful, potentially. We should bear in mind that we have that. Because I think if you're wearing a monster's head, it's less likely to notice you. So how much glass do we have? 19. And a bunch of sand. What is the easiest way to cook it all? Is it really to go get buckets of lava, or is it to go mining for coal? Lava is very efficient, but we do have a fortune pick. Let's go investigate the Nether real quick and see what our options look like. Actually, no, there is a big lava lake. I just realized. I was going to look for one, but come to think of it, we built a bridge over one. Please go down. There we go. Maybe I should just build this out 4 across. Trick with these is you don't really know whether you've built enough. There we go. Now this whole thing is a traversable ladder. Since we know we have a lava lake, maybe what I want to do is grab a chest. Didn't I put an extra chest here? Maybe not. We could grab a chest that's not being used. Or they're all being used, at least a little bit. Do we have wood? Surely I brought extra wood. Yes, okay. Let's make some things. We'll make a crafting table. We'll make a couple crafting tables, actually. Because I didn't realize we don't have one here. So we'll put one down and take one with us. And then we will make a chest. We'll make a couple chests, actually. And I guess as much sand as can be carried. Let's put these potions away for now. I don't need all of these torches. We'll put the hoe with the sponges. We'll keep the temporary blocks on us, put the wood back. Now grab all the sand? Yeah, oh, the furnaces. Okay, I will take these furnaces. Whoops. Just put some cobble there. And we will move them into the Nether. Turns out we did actually have a fair bit of glass. Now grab all the sand we can carry. Okay, let's go find that lava lake. And we can start smelting. Very, very carefully. Because it would suck if we dropped all our stuff in the lava again. Especially since I have some, like, decently enchanted non-netherite gear as well. Oh, right, I forgot. I need 10 levels to max out my pants. Which is an odd thing to say, but it does have meaning. So here is the lava lake. A giant lava lake. So let's not die, ideally. Can I not place a block? Oh, probably my placement is a little bit weird right now because I'm standing on soul sand, which is adjusting the FOV. I ended up changing it back so that it adjusts just a little bit so I can tell that I've got the speed boost, but not the crazy amount that it did before. I don't like being in this biome, but there's nothing we can do about that. What is the proper tool to be mining these with? 'Cause it doesn't seem to be any of the tools that I have. Should I have brought the hoe? Let's see. So if we come down here... No. Would that have been a better place to build to? I don't have a lot of blocks. Oh, down there is fine. I'm trying to set up a, well, that might be a bit low. I'm trying to set up a place to harvest lava for mass smelting of sand into glass. I think this is the place. Yeah, so let's just dig this out a little bit more. And where to put stuff? I guess the back wall can go somewhere in here. I'll get this nether quartz, because why not? Though I don't have room for anything at this point. Yeah, we'll dig one further back. Sort of. I mean, now in the 1.17 update, you can actually produce lava farms. Like, real lava farms. So I would hesitate to call this a lava farm. But it's more like a mine. We're going to mine lava and use it for smelting. And just kind of deplete this area. But it's a lava lake, so there should be more lava than we can realistically use here. And then I will also mine out this back wall. Oh, not like that. Yeah, this ends up looking about right. So we'll just have this little room here. I've even left places for windows, so it looks kind of nice. And we will put down chests, crafting station. There's a little bit of a cobblestone floor, at least in as much as I had the materials to build. And this is decent. I'll just put down this other cobble here, I guess. I don't know. I don't have enough resources to, like, really do a great job of this. I wish I had ended up bringing a third chest for extra junk. Oh, wait. Ah, dang it. I mismeasured the cobble usage, so now this chest is not going to be on cobblestone. That's a little annoying. I'll just gather up all these extra blocks and throw them in whichever chest has the most extra room. Probably the output chest. So I have an input chest for sand and output chest for glass. Clean up my hotbar a bit. Okay, let's start moving sand into these furnaces. Now, a bucket of lava can do more than a stack of sand. So, by not micromanaging this with, like, hoppers and automated contraptions, we are going to be wasting a bit of lava. It's not going to be totally efficient. But we don't need to worry about it too much because there's plenty of lava going around. And it's just not worth our time to worry too much about that. So we'll slowly just start filling up these furnaces. If I had brought more cobble, we could have set up some additional furnaces. Because frankly, we can probably load these furnaces faster than they consume. But we don't have that much sand either, so... Excellent. All furnaces are now going. Actually, I almost wonder if we have enough sand that it's worthwhile to just go get a bunch of cobble and then come back. We could go home, grab cobble, and then grab sand on the way. Nah, we probably have plenty of sand. That's probably not worth doing. I was thinking we could grab an extra load on the way back, but... Yep, you know what? This stuff smelts slowly enough. I'm gonna leave 3 buckets here. And we'll take a couple buckets with us. Let's just run back quickly. And go get cobblestone. This highway is at least really fast. It's a pity we didn't build it entirely out of soul sand. But now that I know that you can move normally on soul sand without soul speed, maybe when we build a proper highway. People keep trading, and they keep just leaving behind useful stuff. Like, I would take these ender pearls and these crying obsidian. I've already taken quite a bit, and the spectral arrows. So I'll just leave those. I'll come pick them up if I need them. But it's like, why didn't the person who paid for those take them? Because it seems like if you're gonna go through the trouble... I mean, I know that that's not primarily what they were after. They were undoubtedly trying to buy Books of Soul Speed 3, because that's really the main thing that you want from those guys. But if you have all the rest of that, why not just take it? I'll take some extra wood to the nether base. We'll take a bunch of extra cobble and a bunch of wood. And we'll just set that up as a nice little spot. So this is going to give us plenty of glass. Which is the main thing we're lacking right now. And I guess some extra soul sand. You know, actually, well, let's not deal with it now. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I may even have enough. I doubt it, but possibly. If my shovel was repaired, then I might go get some soul sand in advance. Just figuring we're going to need some more. But I'm already halfway back, and my shovel can't take it anyway, so we'll just stick with what we've got. Perhaps who are minimalists? Oh, the people not taking the stuff? I guess. I mean, chests get way too crowded in this. So it is possible that their storage is full and just like, I don't want to have to deal with storing this if I don't have to. I forgot there was actually wood down here. Nether wood is just not something I think about. Alright, easy does it. I'm just very, very carefully building a slightly nicer little platform all the way down. That'll come through here. Nope, that's not where I wanted to come through. Come through to here. And we'll just dig that bit out, just because without it, this path is not going to be in the right spot. Let's make some actual stair blocks. And we will put down an actual railing. So this will give us just a nice way up and down. And who knows, maybe we will want to use this little station for mass smelting again at some point in the future. These blocks over here. We'll use stairs on top of the sides to try and give a nicer slope to the railings. I've got to be very careful when jumping around here. Now this bit's a little bit different, because this bit is where we're going to actually come out for, like, the mining of lava. So that is going to be unprotected. Yeah, railing is just a good idea in dangerous environments. And it looks nice. Oh, we didn't put stairs over here. Stairs are also nice because then you don't have to be jumping because jumping is also a bad idea in dangerous environments. I mean, I have to be jumping to build it, but then people who come to use it afterwards don't have to be doing quite as much jumping. What is this block anyway? Oh, those are blocks of netherwort. Okay. I think netherwort is useless as a block, but that's good to know. And we could tear up some of this floor too, just for the sake of being even. And one question is, where are all of these additional furnaces going to go? I do need to work that out. What? Oh. I think the server got a little bit out of sync and didn't recognize that I'd broken all these blocks. It happens. Right, so floor comes back in here. We can put down a third chest, which is now the chest for miscellaneous junk, of which there will be quite a bit. And then for the moment, we will consider that to be most of the space we need. So we will go ahead and kind of seal up this bit. Later, we could dig this bit out more if we wanted to. And then we'll just sort of fill in the ceiling a little bit. Before detailing too much of anything else, let's work on getting the other furnaces operational, because they work overtime. They're also very expensive on cobblestone, so I want to make sure I build those before anything. So we could set up just another row of furnaces over here. Like so. And then actually, if we dig out this ceiling, we could fit another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could fit another 10 furnaces. I don't actually have enough cobble to support that. So we've already built too much. But I can put a 5th row there. And then put all of this junk away. Grab the excess junk out of here as well. Okay, let's start loading sand. Thing is, this is probably more than enough furnaces. Or at least it is for the sand we have, but we could go grab more. Let's get these furnaces working, and then maybe we'll go make another run, stack these up, and then see where we're at for glass. An AC? I mean, if we cooled it down significantly, then the lava wouldn't exactly be able to do work. It would just be rock at that point. So we do kind of have to work at temperature. Although we can add that to the list of things that the Minecraft character is amazing at, because Link would be melting at these temperatures. Well, actually, Link has some pretty good temperature resistance, too. Come to think of it. But a normal person would have a hard time in this heat. What? I didn't complete the stairs. I thought for sure I'd put stairs down all the places here. There we go. Okay, let's get another batch of sand. We'll set up as much extra sand smelting as we can, then take the glass that's been able to process in this time, and just do what we can with that. And if we run out again, we'll come back. How did Dark Prismarine end up on this side of the portal? I don't know. Where is it? Here's our sand. Yeah, if we get this all smelted into glass, this is definitely plenty of sand to finish the project. It's just a question of smelting. I guess lava really was the way to go. Coal would have been a terrific pain. We really need to light this bridge up. Even though it's not really necessary to see in the Nether, because the Nether's bright anyway, lighting things up does prevent monsters from spawning. Oh. These furnaces are actually done with their glass loads and just wasting fuel. I did not realize. It's a good thing we checked. I don't know how much longer the fuel will last, but might as well use it. It would be nice if the bar actually adjusted for the length of the fuel, because the fire only ticks down in like the fire icon that says that the furnace is working only ticks down in the last few seconds that it's operational. So it doesn't actually give you an indication when you're using something long burning of how much burn is left. We actually have enough furnaces to hold an entire load of sand. Where's those other buckets? Here we go. Yeah, so I'll get these remaining unlit furnaces burning. And then we actually have more glass than we can carry already to go back with. There we go. We'll put the extra lava buckets away for whoever wants them. Also, while we're here and we have a ton of glass, I'm just going to make some glass panes and use them to fill up the windows. Makes this area slightly safer and a little better looking. Also, come to think of it, while we're at it, we can go ahead and make some doors and pressure plates. That also makes this area a little bit safer. It's a bit cramped, so it's not quite as good looking, but it'll do. Let's grab some of the glass that's already finished, just to have an actual full inventory. Even then, I guess we can't get a full inventory just yet. What happened to... I thought there was more glass than I could carry. Oh, I guess I had to put some extra glass away, or some extra sand in furnaces. Alright. I see my confusion. We have a lot of glass. Not quite as much as I thought. But we still have over 1,000 glass. Like 1,400 glass blocks. That should be plenty to get started with. What enchantments does my helmet have? Oh yeah, helmet's maxed, so we have Respiration 3. That's nice. So even without a potion of water breathing, we can still potentially do quite a bit. Okay, let's return to digging down and building the glass wall as we go. I'll kind of prioritize the glass wall a bit. Just because it's probably easier when we don't have to, like, build scaffolding up to reach it. See, like, in places like this, it's going to be a bit of a pain. Although I suppose I can build some lower glass as a sort of a scaffold, because there will need to be glass here eventually. And I need to get up there. So this is easier to build like this, and it also gets the glass blocks out of our inventory. Which makes room for the temple blocks that we need to dig. So it is probably the most convenient order for things. Let's try and get back on top. Okay, right. So we've dug down to this level so far. So this is the front of the temple, which makes it a little confusing. But I should be digging from this point. The front of the temple goes down a little bit lower, I think, than the rest. Okay, I'm back on track with the digging. It's too bad the nether unloads when we come up here, so there isn't smelting taking place. But with that many furnaces, the smelting's quite quick. So it's okay that it only smelts when we're there. Still, if we built in a loaded area, we could probably then invest in a small scale but fully automated smelting setup that wouldn't do much but would always be running. So I don't know exactly how to smelt or to automate the smelting of lava buckets. It would take some playing with hoppers in the furnace to see, like, can you export the old buckets and then import new ones? I'm not exactly sure. I'm used to working with things like Mechanism that have configurable UIs. Automating vanilla Minecraft stuff is, like furnaces, is usually a pain. These guardians are just really confused, looking in here and being like, what's going on? What happened to our temple? This isn't a temple anymore. It's a tomb. Is that the glass wall built all the way around at this level? I think it might be. But there might be some weird spots like this. Oh, wait. This is the front of the temple. Oh, I got confused. I was actually looking at the back of the temple before. Can I still reach that? Oh, I guess I can go on top of it and then dig it. That as well. I'm not too worried about picking up the blocks that I break, because we're gonna have plenty. I do need at least enough regular prismarine to be able to build the floors. But eventually, all of this is going to be replaceable. Oh yeah, we have actually built the glass wall all the way out here. So now it just remains to flatten the temple to this level. Then we can start working on the next level below. Which I think is the last one. I'm just going to divide this section into chunks so that I can clear one chunk at a time. That ladder is not helping conserve my inventory space. This is where I could use one of those bags. I forget what they're called. The ones they told me about ages ago that can store different kinds of small items. Okay, I'm a little concerned about my inventory space. So let's just hop back for a second. And put all of this away. I'll put away, like, half of the glass. Just so we have room to pick up blocks. And we can come back for more glass if we need it. This part might be just convenient to dig down all the way. Just because it's mostly an air pocket. I think this was one of the gold storage chambers before Sam looted it. Yeah, we're now down to water level. I think. Down to the level of the water under the temple. Like, this section of wall here in front of us is already built from top to bottom as low as it's gonna go. Whoops. Is there a place where I can climb out here? I guess on the unfinished glass wall. We might want to dig out most of the inside of that temple before flooding it with water. Or maybe I don't want to be that, like, specific about it. But this corner of the glass wall is looking good. And this is our cobble. We can take that up now. So our little workstation area is now exposed to the elements. Which is kind of fun. Like, it used to be buried deep in the heart of the temple. Like the portal was, but even deeper. And now it's just open. It is still amazing to me how tough these lanterns are. We have the best pickaxe in the game, and these lanterns are still tough to mine. They are apparently made out of some sturdy stuff. They're as hard as, like, obsidian, basically. Maybe not quite as hard, technically, but they are much harder than most stones. Even though they sound like glass when they break, too. They sound brittle, but they are quite the opposite. How'd that torch get up there? Need to be careful watching the walls, so I don't just leave random stuff about like that. Because that's going to be awkward to fix later. I'm tempted. I should just grab this ladder now, because we have some ladder taking up our inventory anyway. So I should get it while it stacks. I'm surprised that Sam actually carried ladders with him to come deal with this temple. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but most people probably just wouldn't bother. Unless there's something I don't know about what you can do. Because can you place blocks in the temple before it's defeated? That's actually something I'm not so sure about. Actually, yes, you can, can't you? So I guess in theory, does that mean that you could entirely ruin your ability to go through the temple? Because you could block off a critical passage with blocks you can't break? Because you've got infinite mining fatigue before you beat it, so you can't break anything. But since you can place stuff, you could end up really screwed, I think. I guess that might have been his thinking behind bringing the ladders. But then again, the temple is flooded to begin with, so you shouldn't even need them until after you've cleared it. I'm not sure. He might have brought them for air pockets. He could also have brought doors. But maybe he just prefers ladders, because maybe they're a little more condensed. A little more generally placeable. That might be another reason to do it. But yeah, it's just not something you would see very often. What would it take to move these extra things? These furnaces are pretty much empty. They've got buckets of water, that's it. And this is an empty chest. Maybe I will actually just move these things. And then we can take away some of this additional platform. I was originally thinking about leaving a platform around the portal. But the more I think about it, the less sure I am of that. Maybe we'll just take everything we can. Keep it very minimalist. Oh, there's more ladder we can grab. We don't need ladders now that I can just dig staircases up anywhere. What is this? Oh, this is part of the scaffold that goes all the way up to the top center. We might still keep that for the moment while we're doing the bulk of our building. Kind of came down a little lower than I expected. I'll use the opportunity to put stuff back. Where's our chests? Here they are. We might as well just dig this out now so that we have obvious access. Just put this extra stuff away. All this junk. Okay, back up to the top level. I want to be focusing on getting everything from the top down. Oh, and of course I find more ladders as soon as I come back. He really did put them everywhere. Like, he must have used at least half a stack of ladders in this place. which to me is very impressive because, like most players, I seldom use ladders. I probably should use them more often than I do. But it's just not something that comes up too often. We've almost got this third layer dug. Then after this, we'll have only one more barrier between us and being able to drain the water under the temple. Then we can turn our attention more to the outside. Kind of a shame that we're going to have to fill in the outer part. It is kind of fun to have the cutaway into the structure that's covered over with glass. Like looking in that section over there where there's guardians flopping about inside the empty temple. That's just kind of a cool look. It feels a bit like a zoo or something, where they have a habitat that's built to look natural, and then they have the glass to look in at it from, forming a cutaway of the structure. Though the main difference here is that in a zoo, an animal would be in its natural habitat, and Guardian's natural habitat is not usually flopping about suffocating in the air. But it is amusing. Although actually the funny thing is they don't suffocate. Which goes kind of towards that idea that they are actually constructs. They're not fish that have to breathe. They're machines that are perfectly fine in the air. Apart from the fact they weren't built to move around in the air. So they do flop about like any robot outside of its domain would. Is that a dolphin? Well, maybe. I heard a little squeak, but it's not worth looking for, because frankly it will probably die to guardians before we could find it. Even if that was a dolphin. We should get some dolphins into like an aquarium structure. That might be fun. Do axolotls fight dolphins? Because axolotls do fight things. But I don't know if they only fight, like, hostile entities. Or if they'll fight friendly creatures as well. I mean, they're friendly towards the player. So, I guess they'd probably also be friendly to a dolphin? I don't see why not. Okay. We have now successfully dug out the third layer. And now we can work on the fourth and final layer of the interior part of the temple. We do have to dig the exterior part at some point. But we don't need to worry about that too much right now. As per usual, I'm going to start by focusing on the outer portion so that we can get this wall installed. And then we can go back around and dig out the inside. Oh, why is there water? Sam? Sam told me he'd drained the inside of the temple. It is not completely drained. Where are the sponges? This chest, I think. Yes. Although, we may need to go take a trip to dry sponges soon. I'll carry the hoe on me just in case. This would also explain how some of the Guardians were getting in. In fact, I'll want the hoe on the hotbar for removing these sponges. Some of the Guardians probably actually spawned inside this little area and then flopped over. Where are we now? Is this outside the interior wall? Yes, it is. I was wondering why digging up wasn't revealing the sky. Have we successfully dug all the way around? Only one way to find out, I guess. Let's start building up the glass. Oh, there's an axolotl. Oh. He's gone. He's there somewhere. He must have just swam deeper in. It's another wall completed. Yeah, this kind of makes me think that a good design for a base might be to have a central, I don't know, some kind of central chunk-sized area, which is, in essence, a way of moving up and down, which is covered in glass. And then the actual base itself is built around that, so it appears in, like, cross-section. And then you can look through the central part from any part of the base to any other part of the base. Something like that might be a very interesting design. Of course, at that point, I'm not exactly sure what the advantage of having glass as opposed to just an open base is. You'd gotta have some way. There'd need to be water or lava or something that the glass is stopping. I'm not entirely sure. There has to be a point to the glass. But just this kind of cool cross-section-y effect somehow being captured for a base. And I guess it's nice to have a background, like here, where the passage goes away around a corner and then comes back. So then there's hidden depths back there that you can't quite see. That's a good feature. It's interesting, it doesn't seem like they can control their flopping on land because they try to attack, but don't necessarily move closer. So, like, this guy ran away while he was attacking at first. Of course, maybe he just wanted to run away as part of a kiting strategy. But I feel like he wasn't really able to control his movements. Oh. That is not where the wall goes. This is where the wall goes. I should be digging out this part closest to the glass as well. Just so it's easy to navigate. Oh, and this part doesn't need much digging at all, to be clear. So I might as well take advantage of that. I like going ahead and clearing out the minimal effort, quick areas. Just because it's a nice chunk of progress that can be made in a very short time span. Very efficient area to dig. More ladders. Good lord. I swear he brought an entire stack and decided that he must use it. There's a block floating in the water there, but I don't want to have to go into the water to get it, because it's going to be a pain to get out. Even more ladder. I wish I hadn't turned around. Just take these blocks as well. We have to get them at some point. Oh, almost enough glass. Let's actually go get the rest of the glass. And also, I want to test something. Can Can I put the scaffolding down just in the water? Let's see, let's get some prismarine out. So this comes down to Y. This needs to come down to Y30. So this is actually where our floor is going to go. Right down in here. So we'll go ahead and put some dark prismarine down. But this is actual floor here. That we are going to use for our facility. Now, if I put down scaffolding in this corner... Yeah, this works. So let's build that up. In fact, it even creates an air pocket. That's good to know. So this scaffolding is built on the true floor of this facility. And if it goes all the way up, then it is now possible to get up to the top. And it will remain so. I guess we will have to move this eventually when we build the interior, like, buffer rail. But it can stay there for now. And so that means that our, like, center area is not as required anymore. Okay, where's our chests? Over here. Now is the time to get more glass. So where was that hole? It's over here. That scaffolding now also means that we have a way to get up if we fall into the water. Which is nice, because there are a few holes here and there. Okay, I think we have now mostly completed the interior wall. Actually, there's a few gaps I know exist down at the very floor level, at the bottom of the undrained portion. But those are some minor gaps. I think up at the above Y40 level, which is where we're at now, we now have a complete glass wall. So in essence, the wall is... What's the right way to say it? Because it's mostly complete. Its major portions are complete. The only thing that's missing is a couple of tiny holes here and there that need to be patched. But the overall structure is mostly there. Oh, I still forgot to bring a flint and steel to be able to reignite the portal when moved. That's unfortunate. Also, this pickaxe is very nearly broken. We are going to have to keep an eye on that. It may be necessary at some point to go spend some time farming in order to be able to repair these tools. Maybe I could get away with just doing a load of villager trading. Maybe that would repair them. Go harvest Tyler's sugarcane farm and sell all the paper. And get a full repair on all these tools. I wonder how many Minecraft days the construction of this temple is taking. Probably not counting the time that we're not here, because then it would be ridiculous since the server is always running. Actually, doesn't it say in the... Oop! Accidentally took a screenshot. Doesn't it say in the F3 menu how many days the server has been running? I'm trying to, like, read it and figure out where to dig at the same time, so it's a little bit hard. Ah, days played, 1,348. 1,348. So in Minecraft time, the server has been running for many years. I suppose we could back out how long the server's been running then, in general. Does that include, like, server restarts? Is that how many are in the save file, or is that how long it's been since the server has been continuously running? Because we did have to restart it at some point, I think. I think Sam or someone got kicked for flying in a boat. And they had to change the game rule and restart the server. I don't remember how to do it exactly, but I do remember there is a famous something you can do where, like, if you fall off a cliff in a boat or something, normally the game considers it flying. And if flying is banned, then you can get kicked. Which is, I guess, the default setting. So how wide is this area? It's like... the walls are built such that this should... I think this is a 32 by 32 interior area. What light level do sea lanterns provide? Minecraft sea lantern. It provides a light level of 15? Oh, using fortune on these increases the amount they drop. They are the brightest light in the game. Oh, I did wonder. They seemed a bit bright. They're one more than torches. So 15. So they don't actually need to be very close. They can be like... many, many blocks apart. Monsters can't spawn then within... let's see, is 7 spawnable? 7? Light level 7? Might be. So light level 8 is safer. So they can be like 14 blocks between them and prevent monster spawns. At least monsters that adhere to those rules. Obviously, guardians don't count. That's quite a lot, actually. That's the case. That seems a bit too good to be true. Which makes me wonder if I made a mistake in that calculation. But if that's the case, a few sea lanterns sunk into the floor, here and there, would go a long way towards preventing monsters from spawning. And look much better than using torches. I don't know why I didn't think of that last time. Oh, inventory full. I guess we don't really need to be wandering around with this much glass. I'll put some of it away. I'll hold on to a bit, and there's no point in holding on to some prismarine either, because we're going to pick up plenty in a minute. We'll need a little bit of glass to plug some holes, and prismarine if we want to go down below and be building a floor. Because we're getting close to the point where it will be necessary to drain that water. It is too bad that we can't, like, use Tinker's hammers for this or something. Just a digital miner set to dig anything with C in the name. I do wish we could get digital miners. Maybe I should play a modded Minecraft mod pack. Soon. Although I'd be hesitant to start a modded Minecraft thing because I'd want to wait for mods to catch up to the versions. Like 1.18 is going to significantly change world gen. And so I imagine that not long after 1.18 comes out, a lot of new mod packs are going to spring up for it that have updated versions of the appropriate good mods that are still being worked on. So I kind of wonder if I should wait for that, or if there's a mod pack I should be getting into now. Or at least before long. I'm wanting to do Dark Souls soon. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Because I haven't done those yet, I've been meaning to get to them, and next to January, Elden Ring comes out, which is also from the creator of Dark Souls, and looks really good. So I want to get Dark Souls finished before Elden Ring comes out, so I can play it right away. And I'm also interested in things like Diablo 2 and the Five Nights at Freddy's game, but somewhere in there, doing a modded Minecraft play might be a good idea. If I had a good mod pack for it. But given the newest versions that are coming out, waiting for mods to be updated for 1.17, 1.18 having its arrival soon, it does make me wonder if I should just go ahead and wait for those things before starting a modded series. Okay, let's work on taking out this floor. Then we'll start draining. We don't want to take out these chests yet. So much like with the portal, we will keep a little island. Like so. Just until we've had a chance to drain the underside and create a place to move these chests to. Oh, there's a couple of axolotls in here. That's nice. And since they fight guardians, I guess they'll keep the center safe. If a guardian does happen to spawn. I'm gonna jump in and just gather all these blocks, because we can use them for the floor. We're swimming with the axolotls! Rusty would be so jealous. How do I get back up? My ladder is over there, okay. Or this spot also apparently works. For now. I wonder if we could get this area partially in operation before the whole building is finished, just so that we can get some limited tool repair. Like, if we could focus on clearing the temple on one side and preparing that side to work properly, then we wouldn't get full spawn rates, but we'd at least get a little bit. That would be nice. I probably shouldn't be too concerned about gathering this prismarine, because I think at this point we have plenty for the remaining structure that we need to build. At least plenty to get this farm operational, at which point we'll have unlimited amounts. Also, it just occurred to me that if we come here, dig down to Y30, make sure we have a prismarine floor, and then build scaffolding here, we can take down our previous scaffold. Why is this not all just breaking? I'm a little confused. There we go. And I should put away some blocks while I'm at it. There we go. Now, we have a combined scaffold which connects the portal, this floating platform, and goes all the way down to the true floor. And allows us to get up on this platform, even with the surrounding blocks being taken away and the water level being one too low. And now all the prismarine is gone from around the portal. Slowly but surely, we are converting that area into a more and more minimal version. Until eventually it's going to be wiped out completely. I wonder if it's worth, like, killing this bat for XP. With my pick. Did that even drop XP? I don't think it did. So that was just entirely a waste. I was hoping it would at least give a little something that would be more than the pickaxe took to hit the bat. But no, apparently not. Bats cannot be used for repair. Although I could have sworn that bats have given me XP in the past, so maybe it's just a chance of happening. I'm really concerned about the durability of this pickaxe. It does desperately need a repair. I think it can survive long enough. Not really sure. Then again, if we want to get a section of this working, we would probably need a lot more durability to be able to flatten out even just 1/4 of the temple, the exterior portion of the temple. So maybe this isn't sufficient. Almost got the floor. Oh. It never even occurred to me that axolotls could go on land. He's just chilling next to the torch now. If I had name tags, I might leave a dedicated axolotl pool. Actually, maybe we could do it. Would they despawn from a confined area? I'm never really sure how despawning mechanics work. I think they might. I'm not going to worry too much about the axolotls. Although maybe if it was a fence. Because they don't apparently need water. So maybe we could create a fenced-in axolotl pen. Alright. We have now eliminated the floor. So I'll just pick up a lot of these blocks, just so they don't go to waste. Even though we're going to have a large number of them soon, I'll be kicking myself if we end up running out before we get this thing up and running. Not that we need nearly this many to build with, but I just hate seeing the waste and like to be careful. And it'll only take us a second to suck up all this prismarine, so... Alright, that's good enough. Chests are getting very full. We're going to want some of the prismarine for building the floor. And we're going to want sponges and a hoe. And we'll probably use some of this as like temporary blocks as well. That's head. I didn't even realize I got that. Okay, I need 1 minute. So I'm going to go AFK for a second. And then when I get back, we will drain this water. And we're back. Okay, let's turn our attention to the draining of this water. Now, I think... Well, first of all, I'm going to go into the nether real quick. And we're going to dry off the rest of these sponges. Just because I don't want to have a bunch of useless wet sponges while I'm trying to do this. And then we're going to try a strategy that involves building little poles of temporary blocks to place the sponges on. As a kind of a budget draining technique. Because I think that we might be able to make that work. It's going to be a little messy, but hopefully a lot faster than the completely fill with sand and a grid technique. Ah, I knew I was missing a sponge. So I think basically, if we come every 4th block or so, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then just kind of form a grid here with these blocks. Like so. We'll build these up to the surface. We'll just, I guess we can test it in this corner and just see how this works. And if it works well, we can extend the strategy. Also, where's the floor gonna go? Floor goes at Y30, right? Do I maybe want to build glass in like this ravine structure? Could that be cool? Do we want a glass floor looking down? If so, it's best to build it now so that my draining doesn't adversely affect the ravine. So let's go ahead and do that. We can always switch it out later if we want. But there's a drown. Don't pick on the axolotl. How dare you? Axolotl, you do need to move. There you go. Be free! And we also need to move, or we're gonna drown. Respiration is nice, but it's not water breathing. See, this is we could light up this cavern with the sea prism blocks to make it look a lot nicer. It does look kind of nice where the lava shines through. Because there's magma blocks down there. Not lava, magma blocks. Which... Hello? Oh, I gotta be careful. The magma blocks can actually suck me under here. So I need to not let that happen. But since they kind of light up the bottom, that looks nice, but we could make it better with sea lanterns. Something like jack-o'-lanterns would also work, but sea lanterns are immediately available and more thematically appropriate. I guess it's not really necessary for me to take care of this bit now. That's good enough. Let's experiment with this draining now. So if we put sponge here, just put sponges on all the near sides of these blocks. Whoops. That also works. See, now we're just creating... We have cleared this section. We could keep working further down. But I feel like... Oh, actually, that was the right place to put it, wasn't it? On this side. I feel like maybe it's better to go ahead and continue this pattern then. Oh. Except you gotta be quick about it, because then it fills back in a bit. I think it's okay. Let's build more pillars. I think the pillar strat is working more than you might reasonably think it should. So it's worth a more thorough test here. Yeah, a lot of what ends up empty does fill back in, but it's not really a problem. Except there. That was a problem. This near side is a bit awkward because it's messed up by the sand. I really should be building this out of sand, not prismarine. It wasn't a terribly bright idea to be using prismarine as a temporary block. Just because it's going to be a little bit harder to clear out. We should go get more. Let's go to the chests real quick. Yeah, Sam already did use the jack-o'-lanterns, though, is another point. So we should use sea lanterns to be distinct from him, because otherwise it's just sort of copying the design he's already employed elsewhere. Especially since he likes the he mentioned liking the jack-o'-lanterns as part of like an identity thing. So I would not want to steal that from him. This is right in the... This scaffolding is right in the way of where the grid would need to work. All these pillars makes this area feel a bit Mines of Moria-ish. What are you doing? Oh. The axolotl was making a funny noise, and I was wondering what it was up to. It was killing cod. This pillar method is probably not optimally efficient on the sponges. But that doesn't really matter because Sam got us a lot of these. And we can go bulk dry them in the nether. So it should be okay. Now this backside is a little bit far away. But hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. And this wall might be a little in the way. Maybe I'll want to just take this up. Okay, let's try further draining. That's another row done. We just have to parkour between the blocks and keep placing them like this. This is sponge inefficient, but we didn't have to build massive walls. I'm going to use double sponges there just because this... Triple sponges even, just because this area was a little bit messed up. Is this working? It is still working. Sort of. This bit's not working so much, I don't think. But that's okay, we'll come back to it. It works more when I'm quick on the placement, so the water doesn't have quite as much time to fill in. At this point, I'm just placing sponges madly along the back wall. Perhaps that's just the play. To go along one wall at a time and just place sponges so quickly it doesn't have time to fill in. And then if you can get the entire wall in one go, then it won't fill back in. At least now we've taken the top couple blocks off. So this area is a heck of a lot shallower than it was before. It's only 5 blocks deep in its deepest parts now. So we might just do some crazy spam clicking to try and clear out sections now. I think there's a shallower end, so we might start from there. Alright, do we have 64 wet sponges? We have 68? Have I missed something? How many sponges did we have? Oh, no, 67 total. Yeah. No. Wait. How many sponges was I supposed to have? 71. 64 plus 7. There we go. Yes, this is the correct number of sponges. Yeah, this side is a bit shallower over here. Come on, work the scaffolding. There we go. It should only take a couple of trips for us to be able to dry out the sponges and replace some blocks in order to clear out the whole area. Would be nice if this hoe had unbreaking efficiency and so on, though. Because we are having to break a lot of sponge blocks. It's taking considerable time to break. And this hoe is already half health. Like, that's impressive when you break enough sponge blocks to completely demolish a diamond hoe. Okay, what if we just went crazy and placed a lot of sponges to try and just completely drain this side section of water? It kind of worked. Place enough sponge fast enough, and the water just does not know what to do with it. And once you have, like, one side that's got the water messed up, we can then do a different side with the same sort of treatment. That sponge didn't even get wet. And now we can work on a third side. Over here, I guess. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't realize there was water chasm over here. Well, that's going to be awkward to fix. If we want to fix it later. But that's a later problem. Gotta be careful to make sure we pick up all of these sponges. This isn't... This is solid water. Why is this solid water? There we go. Now this is just flowing water. There's a zombie now. He must have spawned on top of a sponge. I guess there's some spawnable area over here too. We'll clear it away eventually. Alright, let's worry about the running water on this side now. So we're kind of getting the outer edges of the water this way. And at some point, we will come back around and get the... Oops. I guess that sponge is wet now. We'll come back around for the center. I'm missing 3 sponges? I think? Yes? Oh no, did they come down here? Is that possible? Yes, actually. Where's my other sponge? Oh, there's a glow squid. I'm still missing 2 sponges. I'm missing 1 sponge. Come on, where'd that last one go? This, by the way, is so much more comfortable with Depth Strider. Oh, I see a sponge I didn't break. Excellent, we got them all back. It's important to keep track of the sponges. Especially since these are borrowed sponges. I can't tell what level I'm supposed to build on. I'm floating. This is the level of the floor. I guess we're probably going to want a prismarine around the outermost edge. Just so that there's a well-defined corner. So we'll put prismarine down there. And then the glass will kind of be above the prismarine. Like so. Okay, let's go dry these sponges now. This water is a bit deep, so maybe we'll take another pass going along the tops of the poles. The FOV of this soul sand really messes up block placement. Oh, you know what just occurred to me? This prismarine might be an excellent material to build the nether highway out of. Because the blue of the prismarine will contrast very strongly with the nether. So it'll really stand out. Wait. Why am I missing a sponge? Maybe it went through the portal? Yes. Okay. Oh, and so did a pigment. Hello? That was not where I meant to put that sponge. Yeah, so if we just sort of walk along and reduce the water level using the pillars, that might be the most efficient way of dealing with this deeper part. It's a little tough when I'm trying to go fast while swimming and placing all of these blocks. So I just figure the faster I go, the easier it makes it, as I'm trying to prevent the water from filling itself back in. We're getting there. Oh, and it's a little easier now that I can actually just run along the ground with the Depth Strider boots. What? That was a couple of misplacements. This bit out here is mostly clear now. I think one more trip ought to do it for soaking up the rest. Which is good because I don't know how many more trips this hoe could stand. We could knock down some of these pillars while we're here. Just since this part's already cleared of water, we could start working on draining all of the sand from it. Yeah, maybe it's better just to focus on the sponges. And not getting stuck, ideally. I just figured that if some of the sand pillars were gone, it would be easier to hunt for the sponges. But maybe it's not worth the trouble. There's still quite a bit of water in this corner. So we are slowly getting there. We can repair the hoe. It's just a regular diamond hoe. We might just use it till it breaks, actually. But then maybe it would be good to actually repair it and keep the same hoe that's been used for most of the work. So the main way I would repair it is by putting a mending enchantment on it. And then using XP to mend it just like all the rest of the tools. And that's probably what we're going to do. But I don't want to have to do it until after all this is done. So hopefully it will last long enough. And we're missing a sponge. Where did the final sponge go? Did it float down here? See, this is why getting rid of the sand pillars might be a good idea. Because then if there's just a sponge left floating in the air, it will be quite obvious. Oh, I see it. Okay, let's head back for hopefully a final drying mission. I say final, but actually, I think we got these as dry sponges from Sam, so if we're going to return his sponges, we should probably return them in the state in which we got them. I should raid another temple at some point, just to get some of my own sponges. So I don't have to be using borrowed sponges for draining things. Although, after we've built this temple, I'm not really sure what else we're going to want to drain anytime soon. Okay, we're missing 3 sponges, but I assume that they went through the portal. Yes. We're really getting to the end of it now. It's really starting to take the game a minute to figure out when the water is gone. I think that might be it. Let's just pick the sponges up and have a look around. I think that's all of the water gone from in here. We have finally drained the interior of the temple. Now we need to work on digging the rest of this out so that we have a nice open space. Can I reach all of these pillars from here? Or do I need some scaffolding to be able to mine the top? Oh, I think we can just about reach. This is why it was a good idea to use sand for the pillars. Just because it has gravity, so as long as you can mine the bottom, the rest will fall down. Plus, the shovel actually has a little bit more durability than the pickaxe right now. I can just about mine the top block there by jumping. That's how close it is. Oh god! That is not what I was expecting. But I guess this is just a normal land area now, so normal monster spawning rules apply. Get some glass. Need glass and prismarine on the hotbar. So this is the level of the floor. Level 30. Evidently, there's some areas around the outside edge here that we need to fix. Because they do not have glass running all the way down. But once we have fixed this bottom, we will have a complete glass wall. This is the right level? Yeah, this is the right level. Oh, switch my pickaxe from my shield. And that way when I kill things, I'll get some XP for it. When we're this low on durability, it becomes important to start micromanaging so that the experience for killing monsters ends up being put to good use. I hope it's enough, because we're doing an awful lot of building. And now my hotbar is becoming a bit of a mess to coordinate, because I'm trying to keep my sword in my offhand where my shield normally would be, so I can just press F real quick to switch to it to fight. But now that means my pickaxe is on 4, where my sword normally is. And my shovel... Well, my shovel is on 2. That's actually quite normal, but it just feels weird because the pickaxe and the sword are in wrong places. My inventory is full. Where's those chests? We have several chests just filled with garbage. Don't think we have enough durability on this pickaxe. Tell you what, though. We do need a flint and steel anyway. Maybe we could go back to base real quick and do a little, like, emergency trading to get a little extra XP. I wonder how good of a repair that would lead to. There, that cleans up a lot of the water. We really don't want to risk breaking this pickaxe. So maybe that would be a good idea. Let's do that real quick. And then we'll have the flint and steel, which we can use for moving the nether portal. Let's just push this pigman down. He will live there now. Fortunately, we have the Soul Sand Highway, so this will be a lot quicker than it used to be. It was a little bit of a pain to build, but honestly, we've probably saved much more time than we spent by putting this soul sand down. So it was a worthwhile investment. Oh. Apparently, piglin children are small enough that they can fit through the one block gap that we have as a makeshift window in the highway. Which then means that they could just grow up to be full piglins, which are hostile, normally, inside the walkway. So yet another reason, in addition to getting sniped, as to why we might want to put some glass or something as a window. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can kill this guy. Yeah! Gas tiers and gunpowder. And some free XP. I'll take that. I figure we'll want gas tiers at some point, so it was worth doing. I don't... Thanks to JEI, I can find out right away. Oh, they're also used for end crystals, apparently. And, oh, regen. Yeah, that's what's useful. They can make potions of regeneration to get our health back. We do need that. So, flint and steel. I should just have one lying around. I do also have flint and iron, so I could make one. But I should have one. Because I lit this nether portal with one. I need a better sorting system, because at this point, it's easier for me to just make a new one than it is to find the existing one. So, boom, we have a new flint and steel. And now, with pickaxe in one hand and shovel in the other, so both are free to be repaired, we can do stuff. Actually, breeding also gives a substantial amount of XP. So, maybe we want to just grab some seeds. There we go. And carrots? I don't have any carrots. I could harvest them. But we'll just worry about the seeds for now. Is this going to be a substantial repair for the pickaxe? Not gonna lie, it seems like it could be slightly more substantial. Oh, you know, if we had a ton of bottles, we could maybe bottle our XP and then regain our XP in an effort to try and use it for repairs. Probably not worth doing, but maybe if we had a lot more bottles handy. Put these seeds away. That was honestly not as effective as I had hoped it would be. But let's have a look at some of our alternative sources of income. So, we'll check the sugarcane farm. Not quite what I was hoping to see. Oh, there's wood here. We can take that for sticks. Oh, feathers are also another thing we can sell. Let's just take a bunch of those and stock up on chicken while we're here. I need more people we can sell these feathers to, because we have a ton of feathers. Like, the chicken farm is producing far more feathers than the paper farm is or the sugarcane farm is producing paper. Oh, I should make sure my shovel is equipped. That way they both get some of the repair from the XP. Kind of wish Tyler had left some, like, just raw resources untraded, because he has traded for stacks of emeralds. And if we had some not traded yet, we could potentially turn that into experience. That won't be important once we've got the actual XP area set up, but it... oh, dang it. I didn't use that on the shovel, but at least it went to the pickaxe. But it could be useful in the meantime. Maybe it's worth checking out Tyler's sugarcane area. Well, that gave us quite a bit. These tools drain very slowly. Remember, these are netherite, so those bars represent a lot of durability. And we have unbreaking on them, so they do get used very slowly. So maybe that's enough to be pushing our luck with at the moment. Because we are getting close to wrapping up the stream now, but I would like to be able to finish... Wait, where's the way? I always get lost. Here it is. I would like to finish digging out this bottom area. So what does it take to make a sea lantern? Everything we have over there. Okay. I love having JEI. That makes things so much nicer. I would like to finish digging out this bottom area and sort of clearing out this middle bit, because we're very close on it. So we can make do, I think, with the durability we have. And if necessary, next time we can probably get a much more significant repair by harvesting a bunch of sugarcane from Tyler's farm and then selling paper to all of the librarians. Because they'll have enough sales, I think, to be able to get a significant amount of XP. Because that repair wasn't actually bad. Just that little bit of trading we did there was a fair amount. So, if we were able to have enough paper to sell full loads, like, he talked about trading, getting, like, a stack or two of emeralds from one go of trading with them. That much XP is probably, like, a third repair on both of our tools, which would take us to, like, 2/3 from where we are now. Maybe more. Maybe I'm underestimating it. Maybe it'd even be, like, a full repair. Piglin is still here. Let's see. Let's get my tools back in their proper positions, because I can work fastest when I'm using the loadout that I'm familiar with. And we'll dig down at the 29 level. Just because this is going to be where the floor is going. Maybe it would be easiest to dig all of the sand off the top first. And then come back and do a second pass to dig all the stone. Because that way I don't have to keep switching tools all the time. And the sand we don't have to be too careful about, because I kind of wanted to dig the outside first to make sure that we weren't overshooting in the middle. Because it can be hard when you're away from points of reference that you've dug down to know that you're at the right level. Although in our case we can see the coordinates all the time pretty easily, so I guess that's less of a problem here. We know we're going to Y29. But still, I just, as a matter of course, like to mine the outside first. But since the sand doesn't get quite that low, it doesn't really matter. I do want to be careful around the edges though, because I don't want to mar the landscape in an uncontrolled fashion. I want to leave that kind of natural looking. And if we do any... Out there, we don't actually need to do anything. So if we do, it will only be for cosmetic purposes. And I don't want to screw it up and have to fix it later in the meantime. If we do anything out there, it's going to be a dedicated cosmetic effort. I hope all this sand is enough once it's smelted in order to be able to cover the outside walls and everything. It should be, but at the same time, we do need so much glass. What? Why is this sponge here? I thought I had picked them all up. Uh-oh. 60... 71. Okay, now I have picked them all up. It's harder to keep track when they're in two piles that are not easily added numbers. I guess I'd never really did the sum total just to make sure I had picked them all up. I just sort of assumed. Fortunately, it was placed, because if it hadn't been placed, if it was just free-floating, it might have despawned by now. And since these are only borrowed sponges, I would hate for that to happen. Alright. That should be most of the sand digging done. Now we just have to worry about whether or not the pickaxe can hold up to the rest of this stone. And my inventory space being full, necessitating another run to the chests. Which these chests are going to have to be moved in a minute, which is going to be a tremendous pain. But that's a near future me problem. Oh. I didn't mean to accidentally put away all of my prismarine. Oh well. Just work my way along this glass and make sure that all of the actually exposed ravine holes are covered. If we ever do want to come back and work on cosmetics, we may work on it artificially expanding this ravine crack a little bit. Because if the ravine widens down below, we could dig the entrance up above to be a little bit wider than was naturally occurring, just to fully expose all of the ravine. It is raining, currently. There is a whole lot of rain going on. Which a lot of people hate. Personally, I like rain in Minecraft, so I am okay with this. But I am always surprised by just how many people seem to hate it. We're getting close. This part of the rock is a little bit deep. But we are almost there. Go away! I heard him coming, but I did not switch fast enough. If only this pigman was aggressive to overworld monsters. That would be nice. Then he could, like, defend us a little bit. Oh, I didn't even think this coal is going to give us some XP, which is going to help to repair this pickaxe a little bit. That's nice. Heck, maybe that's worth mining the rest of this deposit, actually. Is this gold? I think that's gold. I didn't even realize we're that deep, but come to think of it, we are at Y level 29 right now. So that is actually pretty deep. It's not quite optimal level to be looking for diamonds, although I think they might be able to spawn, I'm not sure. But certainly everything else can at this level. Oh, there's more coal, actually. prioritize grabbing this to keep the pickaxe topped off. And more! This actually is very lucky. This could be the difference between having enough durability and not having enough durability. For a moment, I was worried we were going to have to break that scaffolding, and then I realized I had future-proofed it with prismarine. I'm glad that I thought ahead on that. Well, actually, we are just underneath this platform. We could go ahead and take the opportunity to come up and switch some materials out real quick. I need to dump a lot of this excess material. And then I need to pick back up some of the prismarine I dropped. And also, let's make some sea lanterns real quick. There, I have 23 sea lanterns. Again, thanks to JEI, I was able to do that pretty darn quick. And, oh, some more glass would also be handy, because I don't think we're holding enough. See, if we start putting some sea lanterns down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just sort of making up the dimensions. 5. What would the light level here be? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Let's see, so 6, make 10. So 11, 10. Is this good? I don't know. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block. Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is kind of close to the center here. I'm not sure exactly where center is. But if we just place a few of these sea lanterns around. Well, I'll clear out some of the ground first. But that should stop some monsters from spawning, because it will provide us with a fitting light source. Not that the monsters particularly care whether it's an aesthetically pleasing light source or not. But it is nice to have, nonetheless. This part of this stone is pretty thick and needs some attention. But this part of the wall is incomplete. I'm sort of prioritizing going around the edge, just making sure that the wall is complete for the moment. Because we already completed that portion of the wall. This side of the wall just needs glass to finish it off. This side is missing a prismarine base and then some glass. I think that's that's prismarine all the way around the outside now. This side's already finished. Now I think we're filling in the last of the glass. Excellent. Now that's the outer wall completed. So now we just have to put down the floor, the lights, and move the stuff from up above. And then we will have completely emptied out this center portion, which that should not take long. That should be pretty quick. So we will just try and get that done here before we go. And that will have been some terrific progress for today. And then next time we'd be able to focus on building up the outer wall, working on the trough, maybe put some soul stand down. I might try and focus on 1/4 of the farm and getting that polished up and finished off before worrying too much about the rest. Because if we could get it into a partially operational state, that might help keep up with tool repair and stuff like that. It's too bad there isn't a higher level of efficiency. I do wish there was efficiency 6 or 7. Or something like that. I could at some point have checked what it would cost to buy some of those suits that the guys made that increase mining speed. But honestly, I forgot to do that when we went back. And at this point, we don't have the time to do that. This session, at least. But one of these days, I will go back and check on that suit. Because depending on how they ended up balancing it, it might be worthwhile. I hope they didn't nerf it too hard with extreme food consumption or something. Oh, there's coal. I should quickly grab this just to help with the repair, because every little bit is useful right now. Plus, the coal is also useful because we're generally short on fuel. Okay. Got a noise notification there. I don't know if that came through on stream. Hopefully everything is fine. Floor is almost up. Every layer we dig makes this remaining area a little bit smaller and a little bit faster to go through. So starting progress on mining out layers like this is obviously very slow, but it's deceptive because it finishes up quickly. There's a little bit more. This repair really is nice. Oh, we did actually have to place another glass there for the ravine. I thought we'd kind of done all that. But I guess we never dug out this side. There's another hole. Now the ravine is completely exposed. At least what is currently available. I think we can make it a little bit wider. If the ravine below is a bit wider, which it probably is, we can reveal the existing width of the ravine by widening the neck of it. And maybe fixing the water over here, because it's nice how the ravine solidly, like, runs right across the area. So that could be pretty cool. As long as the water is unbroken and the ravine itself is lit up so you can see down there. This pig man may complicate putting down the floor if he is standing in the way. If he doesn't move when we need him to, we may have to kill him. I'm not above committing murder to get the right flooring down. We do need to pay attention to the durability on the pickaxe. Because if it gets all the way to 0, the pickaxe will break permanently, and we're going to have to make a brand new one. And that is not going to be fun. It feels a little bit weird leaving all these resources, because like there is a lot of iron and stuff being left behind here that I'm just going to cover over. But I guess it's not that precious. Apart from the coal, which is mostly useful as tool repair. Like, if I had time, I wasn't trying to, like, rush through, maybe I would pick up the iron. But honestly, we can get iron from anywhere, so it's not particularly important to get this iron. Okay. We have now, finally, finished digging out the stone. What the hell? Hello? Oh! This guy just sells blue ice. Dang, that's nice. What can I do with this guy? I don't know if it's worth buying a lot of that, but it might be. Can we like arrange to fence this guy in and hope that he doesn't despawn if he's fenced in? Where's that wood? I'm gonna make a bunch of fences. And we will see if he stays around. I think the recipe for a fence is like this. Yes. Now the question is, can I lure him into a good spot? Or do I need... Can I kill his llamas and get the leads and then use the lead to, like, lead him around? What happens if I attack the llama? I gotta be careful not to hurt this guy, though, because he's invisible. Did I get the lead? Yes, I did. Can I get him with it? No. Dang. Alright, well. Let's continue building the floor. Then. Oh, he got up. And he went back down. If we continue... Oh, wait, he stopped. He stopped. Quickly, build around him. I think I got him. Oh, I think he's in a hole. Oh, that's awkward. Please jump out of the hole. Because I want to put a brick there. Well, now that we have him vaguely trapped, we can widen his enclosure a little bit. Yep, he jumped out. Now we can shrink his enclosure back down. Okay. We have him trapped in a fence. I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep him there, but we can hope. Okay, let's put these lights down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. And then there should also be one here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We'll make sure this area is nice and bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1. We have to build from the corners. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because at some point it's going to get a little messy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it's not built on an exact, like, measured area. So, yeah, it should have been like this. Wait, can I break these with a shovel? Oh, it's actually easier to break these with a shovel. Is a shovel the intended tool? I think a shovel might be the intended tool for this, not a pickaxe. That might be why it's been so hard to break these with a pickaxe. But that's convenient because our shovel has... if I'd known that this whole time, I could have been saving all of the sea lanterns we've gotten because our shovel has silk touch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is there just a stone block here? How did I overlook that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is there a middle of these? There shouldn't be. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I just miscounted. So the middle of this area is going to be something like these 3 blocks. I don't know if we want to build sea lanterns there, though, because that's going to be where the... Oh. If we're putting a sea lantern in the corner, then the scaffolding has to break. That's going to be where the portal goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll come back for that scaffolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sea lantern. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sea lantern. Sea lantern. We'll have space once we place these sea lanterns. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all the sea lanterns I made? Oh. We may have to go back and make a few more. Let's fill in some of this prismarine while we're here. This platform is mostly lit up now. And I'm sure we have the materials to be able to light it up the rest of the way. Although, if I had been gathering all the sea lanterns up to this point, we'd have more. Wish I had thought of or known that. Oh, we have a joiner on the server. We'll say hi. Okay, yeah. It was a good thing I placed all that prismarine when I did, because we're going to need to pick some more up. So let's grab all of the lantern materials that are here. I think these shards are what we're short on. Do we have more of those? I hope so. We have a lot of these. Creamy Trader Llama's head. We got a head from the llama, but I'm more concerned about why this guy is apparently called the Creamy Trader. What? Why? What does that mean? I'm not sure I want to know. Oh, we have a few more shards there. Is there a recipe for these shards? I think they're just straight up drops. And they're used 4 at a time in lanterns, aren't they? Yeah, that's the problem. I just don't have the resources. I'd have to kill a few more guardians. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, well... we'll take prismarine for now. Because we are missing lanterns in a few different places. This pigman better climb up. Come on, climb. Climb, or when we run out of chicken, it's gonna be bacon on the menu. Oh, that got him to get out. He did not like that suggestion. So what we can do is, as a temporary measure, we can put some prismarine bricks down. 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will just sort of mark. We'll put torches on them for the light. And then that marks the place where we need to put down the sea lanterns when we have them. And also lights up the area anyway. The sea lanterns are placed a bit close, so even though the torches haven't got the same, like, brightness level that the lanterns do, they will be good enough with this spacing to prevent spawns. So, functionally, that's the same as putting down a sea lantern. It just doesn't look as good and is only a placeholder. Oh, wait, I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, and another one here. Let's just mark these out as we go. And then also here. And here. Almost got this area filled in. Oh, the center area is glass. So if we want to put the nether portal... I was thinking of putting the nether portal in the center. But then it would kind of obscure the view of the ravine. So maybe we do want the nether portal back a bit. Almost complete floor. But we need to put a couple of prismarine bricks in here and here. So we're missing quite a few lanterns, actually. Then another one goes here. And we missed a spot here. Missed a lot of these edge ones. Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this glass piece should have been a lantern. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one here. The floor is almost done. Wait, that needs to be a glass block. And this is where we need to fix the water. Dang, I wish I had seen that coming in advance. All right. So now the floor is completed. So we just have to quickly move the nether portal. We should be safe to just dig up the obsidian. And that's basically it. This is going to take a moment. Oh, I wonder if you're slower in mining when you're being sucked through the portal. Because as soon as the portal was gone, this started going faster. Okay, we have all the blocks back. So I guess we'll just build the portal somewhere sort of central, but off-center so that we don't have to build over that. So maybe in here? This is kind of really close to where it was as well. We can move it later if we don't like exactly how it's placed. It's not like it's the first nether portal. At this point, I mean, we're already moving it now. We can move it again. So there. Now it's situated properly. Let's just go through it real quick to check to make sure that it's working as intended. Yeah. It was sufficiently close to the old position that it just reconnected to the existing portal. So, we're good. Now we need to bring some of this stuff down. And the easiest way to do that is to find the extra wood that I put here somewhere. This isn't it, but it'll do. And we'll just make a couple spare chests. And then we can use these for mass ferrying of items over. And I don't know where we're going to want this stuff ultimately, but for now, we will just place it over here. And I will just dump everything in. Except maybe I'll take the hoe back and put it on my hotbar. Now we have an empty inventory, so we can just quickly shift, drag, click, and move everything. And not have to worry about sorting or organizing it. We can just move in bulk. And I will worry about making these chests neat some other time. But for right now, we'll just focus on getting everything moved over. Just so that we have the accomplishment of having cleared this place out. That chest is empty, so is that one. I might organize these just because it's convenient. I might just say this is the potion chest. That one's empty. Thanks to feather falling, I'm not even taking the time to climb the ladder. I'm just like, I don't need ladders. I have fall-proof books. I'm basically Chell from Portal. Boots. Can even take a jumping start like that. I do need to eat, though, to be able to keep that up. Fortunately, eating on the elevator doesn't seem to slow us. Or the scaffold, I should say. I'm going to the old chests as I do this, so that when I shift, click, drag, if there's anything that can stack, it will stack. Which is... It only takes a second, but doing that ensures that everything is as stored as compactly as possible. Which is nice. I don't really want to be doing a lot of organizing right now, but that's something that only takes a moment and can make a difference later. And it's like, well, I have the opportunity, so why not take advantage? It is now time to pick up some of these empty chests because the chests we have down there are full. And we will make sure we have that ready. Alright, we will put down extra chests now. How do I do this? That's right, I shift-click chests over here. And then I just normally click these against the wall. Facing the right direction. We are very close. Now. Just a couple last things to move. And then I want to put back the scaffold so I can break that walkway. And then we will be done for this stream. But we will have made amazing progress. Just a couple more trips ought to do it. Did I already put stuff in the second here? No. We'll start near the wall. We also have crafting benches and furnaces and stuff we could set up, but I'll worry about a base camp sort of scenario here after we've got the farm basically working. It is now finally time to break this platform. Yeah, the jump sound, the fall damage sound when you land is pretty visceral in this game. That is very true. Ow! I dug that so fast it hurt. Okay, and chests. I mean, I guess while we're here, we could go ahead and just put down a couple of these chests, a couple of these furnaces, and a crafting table or two. Just the one's fine, actually. And, scaffolding. Where's my scaffolding? I just put a lot of scaffolding somewhere. There's a little bit here. And there's a lot here. Okay. When we build a area, what's the word I'm looking for? The Guardian filtering area. There's going to be a gap here. So if we come out this far from the wall, I think this is a place that this scaffold can actually stay semi-permanently, unless we just don't like it being in this particular corner. But this will still be convenient when we add a little bit more to the Guardian Farm setup. So, let's see, from here. Great. Now we have a scaffold that can lead us around. Now we must destroy this walkable path. That scaffold is going to be how we get... Oh, no! Oh. Well, fortunately we have feather falling. That fall easily should have killed me under normal circumstances. But it really didn't hurt that bad with these boots. But that should have been from full health. Like, almost twice the damage it takes to instant kill you if I wasn't wearing armor. All right, that has done it. We now have a totally empty interior portion to the farm. The surface level here is at Y63, and oh, no! Okay, well, I kind of wanted to come down here anyway. The surface level's at Y63, and this down here is at Y30. So this is like half the distance to bedrock gone. And it is now just clear open space with glass walls. We can see the cutout for the remainder of the temple that we need to dig through next time at some point. And we have a little camp set up here, the nether portal. We got a free trader. I'm apparently missing a glass block. And it's right over a magma vent too, which is annoying. Where's the best place for me to get up? This was unexpected. All right, so there's some problems here and there. It's not perfect. Where's a glass block and a prismarine so I can fix that real quick? Prismarine and glass block. I have no concept of organization anymore either, so finding these things is difficult. Alright, now, hopefully, it should be complete. Apart from the lanterns we're missing. Okay, so there's quite a few places where this is shoddy construction. But the basics is here. And we can improve upon it later and fix it up to actually make this a functional farm and, you know, improve these small things like putting the lanterns back and making sure there's no death holes anywhere. But the bulk of it's been done. So we will fix the rest of it up next time. In the meanwhile, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all then. Bye!